Welcome to a fresh week of devotions where we're going to be looking at thinking of others. I know that sounds like a weird topic, but believe it or not, I think a lot of our problems stem from the fact that we only have one radio station that we tune into, and that radio station is WIIFM, and that is What's in It for Me. The Bible actually tells us to go in the opposite direction and lend our thoughts to thinking of others, trying to help other people with where they are. So the first thing that you're going to need to realize as we think about what it's going to take to think of others is, number one, you have to actually make an effort to think about others. So, for instance, it's never acceptable in any context, whether it's your marriage, whether it's your relationship with your children, whether it's your relationship with other friends in the church, whether it's your relationship with God himself, to just say, I'm kind of a self-focused person. I don't really like thinking about other people. Like, that's just the way I am. Like, I'm always kind of been that way. Like, that's something that when people say that, it absolutely drives me nuts. And the reason why it drives me nuts is because people are capable of change. Is change easy? No, perish the thought. But change is possible. If you want to be a person that is known as a person of faith that thinks about others, that means you're going to have to make a conscious effort to do things a little bit differently. When Paul wrote his letter to the Philippians, he makes an encouraging challenge to them. He says, let each of you look not only to his own interests, but also to the interests of others. He said, don't let your thoughts just be focused on what's good for you and how you're happy, but think about how other people are dealing with things. It starts with you making a conscious effort to focus on others around you. And also, this might help, make a conscious realization that most people aren't thinking about you. Did you know that? Did you know that most people that you're worried about what people think, you know they're not really thinking about you, right? Let's do a little test, okay? You turn this devotion on some way, whether you went onto YouTube, whether you went onto Facebook, or however you went to our site and did it. However you access this content, here we are. I don't know what time it is. It could be the morning, it could be the middle of the day, it could be at night, it could be you're listening to this when you're driving home. It doesn't make a difference. Here's what I'm going to just do a little test. We're going to see. If you were here, and before you clicked that button to hit play, did you stop and think, oh boy, I really, really, really hope that Pastor Sam had some good sleep last night. I hope he's doing well. I hope everything went well for him the day that he filmed this. I hope that he had a good hair day. I hope everything's going well with his finances. And I hope really the church is moving along. Did you really think about that before you hit play? Some of you might be, gracious and be like, oh, I thought about you. I pray about you. That's not what I mean. Really, you're listening to somebody else talk. You're not thinking about really what I'm saying. What are you thinking? You're thinking of, what does God have for me and what this guy is going to talk to me about for the next 4 minutes, right? And that's okay. I'm here to help you connect to God and connect to what's going on with you, okay? That's what my job is in this scenario. Now, think about this. Can we extend that to just about every area of our lives where you're not the focus? You're not on somebody else's stage, you're on your own stage. So what if we took that same practice and we applied it into our lives? Look, I'm not thinking about me either. I'm going to think about other people. I'm going to actually genuinely try to help them. I'm going to actually genuinely try to put people first. Paul says it, and Paul encourages those that are listening to do the same. So I want to encourage you, make an effort. The start of this, the start of winning with people and connecting more meaningfully in your relationships with others is by thinking of them first. But that means it's going to take something different on your part.